Good morning, students. Today's topic active and passive voice. Now, this topic is actually not new for you. It's already you have been studying since 6th standard. We are just going to just revise it and be clear with it. First of all, let us clear the topic. What is the meaning of voice? Voice actually it refers to a verb which shows whether the subject is the doer of the action or the receiver of the action. That means the verb which tells us whether the subject is doing the action or receiving the action. That is called voice. Now we have two kinds of voice. One is active voice and another is passive voice. Now what do you mean by active? The word active itself tells us that the subject is active in the sentence. Okay. When the verb shows that the subject is active, that means the subject is doing the action, then we can say that that particular verb is in active voice. For example, if I say Raj boils the water, Raj boils water, then here Raj is the subject who is doing the action of boiling water. So here the verb boils, it tells us that the verb boils, it is in active voice because subject is doing the action. Got it? When I say that water is boiled by Raj, that means here the subject is receiving the action. Subject is not doing the action. Was boiled is the verb which shows that the subject is the receiver of the action. So such verbs which shows that the subject is receiving the action, then it is called passive voice. Then that verb is said to be in passive voice. In short, active means subject is doing the action and passive voice means subject is receiving the action. Okay? One important thing to remember is that when we are changing from active to passive, then the subject and object's place is changed. The place of subject and object is interchanged. That means the subject goes in the object's place and the object is written in the subject's place. For doing this interchange, it is very important that you know what is the subject and what is the object. Okay. Now, what is the subject? Subject means the word which shows that the action is been done by that. Okay. Subject means about whom we are talking in that sentence. When I say he summoned all his strength, that means here he is the subject. Because in the whole sentence we are talking about that person, he. He is a pronoun. Okay. So here he is a subject. Summoned means called. What did he do? Summoned, called. That means summoned is the verb. He summoned whom? All his strength. So all his strength is the object. Now you will be easily able to find the subject, but be little difficult for you to find the object. So in order to find the object, I will give you one hint. Listen carefully. He summoned all his strength. You ask the question with WHAT what or WHOM whom after the verb. Here the verb is summoned. He summoned. Summoned is the verb. So after summoned you ask the question what. He summoned what. What you know what means. Okay. So he summoned what? All his strength. He summoned whom. So you ask the question with what or whom. If you get answer either with what, that is your object. If you get the answer with whom, then that is your object. Okay. It is important that you should ask the question so it becomes easy for you to find the object. He summoned whom? All his strength. Whatever strength he had, he was calling it. Okay. So here we have subject and object. Subject is he, verb is summoned and all his strength is the object. Now, when I am changing this sentence to passive, now first of all that you should know that the given sentence is in active voice or passive voice. So, how will you find out that it is in active voice? As I told you earlier that the verb which shows that the subject is doing the action, then it is in active voice. Here the subject is he, summoned is the verb. So, he summoned means he called. So, here the subject is the doer of the action. So, we can say that it is in active voice. Now, I want to change this sentence to passive. So, first of all, I will take the object. What is the object here? All his strength. Sometimes the object will be of one word. It can be of more than one word. So, you have to be very careful to find out the correct object. Okay. So, here our object is all his strength. So, you have first written all his strength. Then you wait. After writing all his strength, you see your verb. The verb is in which tense? It is in past tense. If your verb is in the past tense, then you will use was or were as the helping verb. Your verb is in the past tense, then you will use was or were as your helping verb. All is strength. Strength, it shows the singular noun. Okay. So, you will use was. All his strength was. Then the past participle of the verb which is given in the active voice that you have to write in all the passive forms. You will use the third form of the verb. So, third form of the verb summon is summoned. So, again you will write the third form, that is summoned. All his strength was summoned. After the verb 3, you will use preposition by. All his strength was summoned by. Now, your subject will be taken as the object. So, he will turn to him. All his strength was summoned by him. Is it clear? Now, the second sentence, the valet had bathed him. The valet, that means the attendant, had bathed him. Now, children, I know you people are grown up. Still, as you people speak less English. That is why you people don't know what is the difference between BATH and BATHE. BATH is bath and BATHE is bathe. Bathe means किसी को नहलाना. Okay, bathe him means किसी को नहलाना. And bath means you have taken bath, means मैंने स्नान लिया. Okay. So here the valet had bathed him. Here we have subject, the valet had bathed him. Had bathed him. Here the verb had bathed. That is the verb and him is the object. Yes. Now here the subject is the doer of the action. The valet had bathed means usko nahlaya. Okay. That means the subject is the doer of the action. So we can say that here the verb is in active voice. Now I will change this to passive. Again you will think how to change. Whenever we are changing from active to passive or passive to active, you have to interchange the place of subject and object. Okay. Now what is your subject here? The valet. And him, that is your object. Okay. The valet hath bathed. Whom? Whom? Him. So you got the answer him. So him is your object. Now him you will use in the subject place. So you cannot start with him. Him is not a subject. Him is always used as an object. So when you are using him as an subject, it will change to he. So you will use he. After he, you see here your verb is had, had. All of you should know it that had, had is the past perfect form and it is written in the same form everywhere with any of the subject. He had bathed, we had, they had, you had, it never changes. Okay. So in this sentence also had remains the same. One more important thing to remember, that in active and passive the tense does not change. So tense used in this sentence is past perfect. So in passive also it remains past perfect. Had remains had only. He had, you will add BEE and been. He had been. The past participle of bathe is bathed, bathed, bathed. Then preposition by. He had been bathed by the, subject will take the object's place, so by the wallet. So in this way we can change the sentence from active to passive. If the verb is in the past tense, past perfect, you will use BEE and been. In all the perfect tenses, present perfect, past perfect and future perfect, you will use BEE and been. And in all the continuous tenses, that means the verb with ing form, in the passive voice, you will use BEING, been. Clear? In the continuous tenses, you will use BEING in the passive form, and in the sentence which has the perfect tense, you will use BEE and been in the passive form. Clear? The next sentence. The iron mill was owned by a very prominent iron master. Okay. Now the iron mill was owned by a very prominent iron master. So here our subject, the iron mill, is not doing the action. So we can say that it is in passive voice. Okay. The iron mill was owned by a very prominent iron master. Here the subject, our subject, iron master, is receiving the action, is not doing the action. So it is in passive voice. So with this sentence will change to active. Read the sentence twice. The iron mill was owned by a very prominent iron master. The iron mill, that is your object here, because the sentence is in passive form. Was owned is the verb, and a very prominent iron master, that is your subject. So when you are changing to active voice, first you have to interchange. So your subject will be now in the object's place. Yes? So first you will use a very prominent iron master. Now, as I told you earlier, when the verb is in the past tense, then in the active voice we use, in the passive voice we use was owned. Was you will add. Now we are changing the sentence to active, so you will remove that was and write the past form. A very prominent iron master owned what? The iron mill. A very prominent iron master owned the iron mill. So whatever addition we had done, that you will remove in the active voice. Clear? In the passive, whatever we added was, that you will remove. You added by, that you will remove. And you will interchange the subject and object's place. Simple. Yes? Now the next one. Oh, this is an interrogative sentence. Yes? Now the interrogative sentence, it has a different rule. Okay. Now, if an interrogative sentence starts with WHAT, what? Then in the passive also, that same question word you will repeat. Same you will write down. Okay. What does this mean? That is in active voice. That sentence you are going to change to passive. So you will use the same question word what. Now all of you know that do and does, they are the verb in the present tense. Present form of the verb. So in place of do or does, you will use the other present form of the verb, that is, are or am you are supposed to use. Okay. Now What does this mean? This again, THIS, this is the word which shows singular form. This is a pen. This is a book. So when we are talking about any single book, single pen, any single object, we use THIS this. So from this sentence we come to know that THIS is a singular form. So from is are, we are selecting is because is also used as a singular form of the verb. Yes? So what is, then what is the past participle of me? Meant. What is meant by THIS this? What is meant by this? And put a question mark. In active and passive voice, the interrogative sentence remains interrogative only. It does not change to any other form. It remains interrogative. Tense also remains the same. Does is present form. So in place of does, we have used another present form, that is. That means the tense is not changing. Is it clear? The next one. Last month he had received all of 30 kroner in payment. Last month, that is an adverb. He had received. He is an object. Had received is the verb. He had received what? What? All of 30 kroner in payment. So all of 30 kroner in payment is a object. All we can take it together. Okay. All of 30 kroner, that is an object. What he had received? All of 30 kroner. Got it? So all of 30 kroner in payment altogether you can take as object. So now let us change this sentence to passive. He had received. So he is doing the action of receiving. So it is an active voice but natural. So now we are changing it to passive. So you will take the object in the subject place. All of 30 kroner in payment. Return the object. Okay, you have taken the object now in the subject's place. Over. Now, what is your verb? Which verb is used in this sentence? Had. That means the past perfect tense is used. So that helping verb which is used in the active voice, that remains same. Had remains had only. All of 30 kroner in payment. Had. Then as I told you earlier, if you remember, perfect tense you will use BEEN been. All of 30 kroner in payment had been received by whom? That person, he. Now it is taking the object's place. So he will turn to him. Received by him. All of 30 kroner had been received by him last month. All of 30 kroner in payment had been received by him last month. So in this way we can change to passive voice. Next one, I'll talked to a psychiatrist friend of mine among others. I talked. So I talked means I am doing the action. So I is the subject. It is in the active voice, we can say, because subject is the doer of the action. Yes, I talked to a psychiatrist friend. I talked to whom? To whom? A psychiatrist friend of mine. So a psychiatrist friend of mine is the object. Yes. So now let us start changing to passive. So now that object, I'll be writing in the subject place. What is the object? A psychiatrist friend of mine. So let us start with the object, a psychiatrist friend of mine. Then you will stop. Then you will see your verb. The verb is in which tense? Past tense. Okay, then you will use was or were. Now psychiatrist friend is a singular noun. So you will use was. A psychiatrist friend of mine was talked to. Was talked to. Talked to whom? Talked to among others by me. A psychiatrist friend of mine was talked to among others by me. Now by and I is the object. Now it will take the subject. It will take the object's place. So I turns to me. He changes to him. I to me. She changes to her. We changes to us. And they changes to them. And you remains the same. You only. Next one. A man was pulling a gold watch from his vest pocket. A man was pulling. So here we are talking about a man. So a man is subject. What he was doing was pulling. So was pulling is the object. A man was pulling what? A gold watch. So a gold watch is your object. Clear? Now a gold watch is an object. It will be written in the subject's place. So you have written a gold watch. Yes. Then you wait and you pick out your verb. What is your verb? As I told you, was pulling. A gold watch. Now here already was is used. So you have to just think was or were. Was or were. Now you are very clever enough to find out that a gold watch is a singular form. So your verb also will be in the singular form, that is was. Yes. A gold watch was. Now whenever you are using a continuous tense in the active, then in the passive you will use being, being. A gold watch was being, then the past participle of pull, that is pulled. A gold watch was being pulled. After V3 always use preposition by. A gold watch was being pulled by a man from his vest pocket. So after the object, if you have any other extra words, that you will keep at the end of the sentence. 8th one. I am invited over for lemonade. I am invited over for lemonade. I am invited over for lemonade. Okay. Here the sentence, I am invited over for a lemonade. So here the sentence, I am invited. Here you are invited. Means you are not doing the action. Somebody has done the action of inviting you. Got my point? So when you say I am invited, it is in which tense? It is in the passive voice. Okay. So here the sentence, I am invited over for lemonade, it is in passive voice. Okay. So when you are changing to active, you will find out, oh, here I is the subject, am invited is the verb. Then where is the object? I am invited. Oh, where is the object? Again you get confused because here they have not told who has invited. So we don't know who has invited. So let us write somebody or someone. Got it? We don't know who has invited. So we'll use somebody or someone. Somebody invite, am invited. Am invited means the verb am, it shows the present tense. So you will use the present form of the verb invited, that is invite. Somebody invites me. Invites. What you will use? Somebody invites me for lemonade. Somebody invites me for lemonade. Next one. They are never opened. They are never opened. Okay. Now are never opened. So they are never opened. They are not doing the action. If you are writing that they opened, then it is in active voice. But are never opened, are opened, that means it is in passive form. So we'll turn to active. They are never opened means we never open them. Are is in the present form. Yes. So when we are changing to active, you will remove the helping verb are, and you will write the present form of the verb opened, that is open. We never open they turns to them. We never open them. What are you going to do with me? What are you going to do with me? That is in the active voice. Yes. Will turn to passive. What remains what? What is going to be done with me by you? Again I am explaining. Listen. What is in the what remains what? As I told you earlier, interrogative sentence starts with what, it remains the same. What, then are is in the present form. So you will use same only, okay, present form of the verb. What is going to be done with me by you? This way we can change it to passive voice. So here we end with our session. I hope all the sentences are clear to you. If you have any doubt, you can just, whenever you are in case visiting or you have any clear, you can just put up your doubts together, keep it with you, and whenever by chance if you are having, or means by chance you are coming to the school for any of your work, any other purpose, then you can just get it cleared. Okay.